The mural work that I do always comes from natural phenomena, organic shapes, and uses repetitive pattern and repetitive stenciled motifs to create a sense of movement and energy within the total composition. As an applied artist, I have created various installations and murals for interiors in community and individual homes. I make use of the surrounding design within the architectural structure and within the elements that are in the home or in the space itself. I take these designs and these motifs and I repeat them within the composition of the installation. For example, in the Savannah Yacht Club installation, I repeated the shapes of the triangles within the tresses of the beams and used those shapes to create a sail-like quality. This fabric installation represents the water and air pattern currents and uses transparency to look through one type of fabric to another. My personal philosophy has developed from concepts of self-similarity and bifurcation in chaos theory. By stamping, silk screening, and stenciling motifs of varying scale to create an overall composition or image, I reference the concepts of self-similarity of shapes in nature and bifurcation of patterns and energy as aspects of the natural world which delivers spirit to the material plane. These waves and shapes build our every conscious and unconscious wish or fear and iterate them throughout the universe, resounding in isolated places at any particular moment in time. There is an historical connection of the making and decorating of cloth with the giving of life and the ceremonial. Living within a society whose focus entertains consumption and irresponsibility, I move to reestablish the idea of the sacred as essential to our survival. This work represents my desire to deepen the sincerity of the observer towards convictions of the spirit and to undertake awakened awareness of his or her own being within the whole of life. Three Journeys is a functional piece. It is my belief that art should be living and useful and engage individuals to be within the work, within the creative endeavor. This inspiration comes from the concepts of the tea masters of Japan. The silk habite uses arashi shibori methods of dyeing fabric to create cloth that adorn a meditation pillow. The mural is 3 labyrinth paths with ceramic bowls under each representing the intake of food as the beginning of a spiritual journey. Sci Field is also a functional piece. It is a yoga mat, only much larger than necessary to give the idea of a journey. The journey begins with a realistic rendered temple flower or frangipani, which begins to break down in composition until it becomes energy patterns and finally dissolves into clear waves at the top of the piece. This meditation space evidences my studies of chaos theory, evolution and involution processes, color healing, the labyrinth, and personal efforts in meditative states. The silk noir is stamped and stenciled differently on both sides. This is representative of the autonomous and communal aspects of living things, as designated by the term halan. The 2 sides of the cloth represent spiritual phenomena and natural or physical phenomena simultaneously. They represent the 4 elements, El Kalim Om, and the 4 directions, northeast, south, and west. The shapes that make up the patterns are organic, stylized shapes reinvented from drawings of the poor man's orchid tree. The stylization of this flower also references a butterfly, hence the title of this exhibition, Butterflies and Other Curiosities of Nature. The butterfly effect is the well-known term used to coin the computer studies of air turbulence generated by Edward Lorenz in 1961. The realistic version of this flower is painted on the 7 silk gauze pieces of fabric and represent the 7 chakra, the 7 stations of the cross, and the 7 levels of the Kabbalah. They are useful in helping to image colors for those interested in color healing during meditation. The labyrinth is a pilgrimage to the self. This work represents an effort to transfer ritual to daily living and to deepen the sincerity of the observer towards convictions of spirit.